We have the 2024 Democratic primary poll, a new 2024 Democratic primary poll. This is from McLaughlin and Associates. Don't know how reputable the company is, but nonetheless, let's talk about this. Let's speculate. Let's get all up in our feelings for no reason. Look at the results. Michelle Obama is the front runner with 29%. 29%. Kamala Harris, 25%. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, 7%. Mayor Pete, 5%. Cuomo, 5%. Booker, 3%. Hickenlooper, 3%. Klobuchar, 2%. Kane, 2%. Patrick, 1%. Gillibrand, 1%. Omar, 1%. Michelle Obama, 29%. Kamala Harris, 25%. Ocasio-Cortez, 7%. I mean, it goes without saying that of the ones who are even registered here, AOC is the best option. But I got to be honest with you, I question her ability to win a national election. I do. I think she's right on all the issues, as we've talked about a million times. But I do question her political instincts. I think they used to be better, and they've gotten worse since she's gone to Washington. That's not a shot at her. I got nothing but love for her and all the Justice Democrats. Any disagreement is a family disagreement where we're debating strategy. But I do think her political instincts have gotten significantly worse since she's gotten to Washington. So I question her ability to win a national election. Question her ability to win a race for U.S. Senate. She has a better chance of that than the presidency, but I still think it's going to be difficult. But anyway, Michelle Obama, number 1, and Kamala Harris, number 2. And they're way up there. Pain. Suffering. Hurt. This is really, we got a lot of work to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually mad. I'm upset. I'm pissed. Because we're not organized enough. The left isn't organized enough. We're just not. And it always seems like the default option are the centrists and the corporatists. And we're never the default option. It's never like, well, you're the natural front runner. You know? And whose fault is that? It's our fault. It is. It absolutely is our fault. Now, thankfully, Nina Turner's officially running for Congress. That's great. I hope she gets there. She has a bright future regardless, but I'd love to see her become a leader on the Democratic side, because I think she actually is a natural leader. She'll never go along to get along. She'll set the terms of the debate. That's wonderful. But yeah, we all need to look in the mirror, and we all need to organize better. And a lot more of you guys need to run for office. Think of this as, the angry father giving you a stern talking to. If you're out there and you're considering it, you should do it. You should do it, because we need more strong, intelligent, strategic leftists with backbone who know what they're doing, know the arguments they have to make, know how to win. And we need people to make a name for themselves, because we can't. Michelle Obama or Kamala Harris, if it's one of them, it's as far as the eye can see of no Medicare for all, no ending the wars, no Green New Deal, all of your biggest policies that are the most important to you. Forget it. Kiss it goodbye. Because we know exactly what these kinds of administrations would look like. We know what Kamala's administration would look like. It's not a secret. We're all still stuck back in the Bill Clinton era. This is all like Bill Clinton 1.0, Bill Clinton 2.0 was Obama, Bill Clinton 3.0 is going to be Biden, and you'd have Bill Clinton 4.0 would be with Harris. Maybe Michelle Obama would be marginally better than Harris, but I'm basing that on nothing at all, right? Like, I don't know her actual policy beliefs, which should be the main thing, but somehow she's leading when nobody knows her policy beliefs. Nobody knows them. They just like her as a person. And it's like, well, that's why I want her. Oh my God, then are we really any different than how the Republicans act? They just fell in love with, like, the persona that is Donald Trump, like, big capitalism boss man who screams at everybody, and they're like, yes, Yes, out alpha me, daddy, yes. Like, that's what they looked at. It was the Trumpiness about him that they fell in love with. If Michelle Obama's leading, it's the Michelle Obama-ness that people are falling in love with. It's personal. It's not policy. And so that's the other thing that the left needs to learn is like, yeah, policy, it all comes down to policy at the end of the day. But also, we got to have the X factor, dog. Like, you got to run candidates with that X factor. That just like, that people are just like, I don't even know why, but I like this person. I'm drawn to this person. You know what I mean? So, this made me really depressed looking at the results of this poll. Because now we're talking about, we're going to have elections moving forward on the Republican side. Mike Pence, Don Jr., Ted Cruz on the right, Michelle Obama and Kamala Harris and Mayor Pete on the left. I mean, it's just gross. But I will say this. The upside is we are starting to see a lot more direct action. And it's funny because remember, one of the main criticisms that people made of Jimmy Dore is that like, oh, he's anti-politics. He creates like apolitical people who don't want to get involved in the system, and that's why what he's doing is detrimental, because he gets people so cynical about the system that they don't even want to participate. Well, now Jimmy Dore is getting as active as he possibly can by telling people to call these Congress people and demand a vote on Medicare for all, and all of a sudden now there's criticism of that too. So which is it? Is he apolitical and you don't like that? Or is he too involved in politics now and you don't like that? You got to pick one. You got to pick one of those two criticisms. You can't have them both. But point is, we need to do the organizing outside of, irrespective of what's happening in the political world. Like, I don't care who's there. We're going to pressure them no matter who it is, right? Like, that's the idea. And when you see a list of people who are our enemies like this, that just puts it in perspective more for you. It's almost like when you feel like there's no hope, in a strange roundabout way, it actually gives you a little more hope. Because like, oh, well, if it's this bad, then let's get to work right now, and let's not even pretend like we have any friends in high places. It's all, we're going to pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps. We're going to organize outside of the system. We'll do a general strike. We'll pressure these politicians like nobody's business. We'll make them do the things that we need them to do and that the American people want them to do. So, but it is depressing. I lied with the whole like, oh, maybe it's more hope. That's the nice rationalization, but no, it's bad. Michelle Obama and Kamala Harris. And then on the other side, it's like Donald Trump, Mike Pence, Don Jr., Ted Cruz. Ugh. Imagine having to watch like Mayor Pete and Don Jr. for the rest of our lives try to be involved in politics when they're vapid losers who believe in nothing. Well, get ready for it because it's definitely happening.